Women's 400-meter semifinals coming up. First two in each heat. Next two fastest advancing. There'll be 3 semifinal heats here. And this first heat includes the Jamaican Junelle Bromfield, a junior standout, multiple Caribbean Games champion, 51.36 in qualifying.
50.74 at her best, placing 3rd at the Jamaican trials.
Once won the 400, the 800, the 1500 at the Jamaican High School Championships.
Adeleke representing Ireland, a 3-time collegiate champion in the US.
4th at the World Championships last year, 2nd at the European Championships this season. Has been in outstanding form.
From Bahrain, Salwa Nasser, 49.91 in qualifying, but has gone as fast as 48.14, former world champion.
Yeah, former world champion in Doha 2019, has run sub 50 her last 4 times touching the track.
Nikki Klaver, 49.96 in qualifying.
Part of the winning Dutch squad that won the mixed 4x4 relays earlier at the Olympic Games.
Alia Butler, 50.52 in qualifying for the USA.
2nd at the US trials in a personal best of 49.71. Hasn't looked as sharp.
Henriette Hager from Norway is a sub 50 runner at 49.85.
Yeah, she did that earlier this season at the Show de Fond. She was 4th at the World Junior Championships in 2022.
She has a famous name.
Ohurigo. Remember her older sister, Christina Ohurigo, Olympic champion, world champion, Commonwealth Games champion. Younger sister, Victoria Ohurigo, 2nd at the World Championships 2 years ago.
There's Puerto Rico's Gabby Scott, 50.52 season's best, which is also her personal best.
Yeah, she set new national records and personal best in the prelims and the first round.
Has an inside lane draw, Gabby Scott.
This should be an interesting race. Klaver, Dutch in 6. She's run sub 50 several times. She's a training partner of Femke Bol, the outstanding 400-meter hurler. Adeleke from Ireland, 2nd at the European Championships. Has run sub 11, windy sub 11 this season. And Nasser from Bahrain, former world champion, on her way back up.
Nasser is in lane 7. Wow. Klaver didn't come out of the starting blocks. Did she put her hand up?
I'm not sure. She went back
down.
Almost on her marks.
Yeah.
Remember, the American Anna Cockrell received sort of a warning, not an official warning, when she raised her hands and didn't go off. But here, Klaver simply decided she was going to not run. The gun went off.
That's a false start.
It should be.
Yeah. And it's very different from what happened with Anna Cockrell, because they were on their marks and Anna Cockrell raised her hand before the command for set. In this case, the command for set had been given and she went back to her mark. Now, I don't know what she explained to the officials, but they're being quite lenient here.
They've been extremely lenient, and she is fortunate.
Yeah, that was strange. Really strange.
Never seen anything like that before.
Neither.
I was gonna say maybe she thought the set command hadn't been given, but then everybody else is there and she had gone there.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Obviously, she was not ready to go, but she has set new personal best of 49.64 and 49.58 in her last 2 Diamond League events. She is in big shape, but she also has an extra 400 meters in her legs from the mixed relays.
So they're on their marks again. Let's see what Klaver does this time. Has already gotten a gold medal at these games from the 4x4 mixed relay with the Dutch team. They're all clean this time. Butler from the USA goes out pretty swiftly. Nasser from Bahrain running really well in lane 7 at the moment. And who's running down on Adeleke and Junelle Bromfield. Adeleke and Nasser pulling clear there. Urugo of Great Britain, second from right on your screen, appears to have some work to do with Nasser and Adeleke are the two that are powering away from the field at the moment. They're coming into the home stretch, and Nasser, the former world champion, is in front. Adeleke on her shoulder, trying to test her. They're at least 4 or 5 meters in front of the rest of the field. Nasser is sprinting away from the field. Adeleke can't go with her. Jaeger from Norway looks to be taking third, 49.08.
An outstanding performance at her best in Doha 2019. She ran 48.14, making her the third fastest performer at the event. She had that suspension, a whereabouts suspension, and has looked shaky since she returned, but again, this is an amazing performance.
She's back. Salwa Eid Nasser, she is back. When I saw her go out in the first 150, I thought to myself, that's the old Salwa.
Yeah, she's used to taking the races out hard. At this stage, coming off of the turn, I expected Adeleke to be there with her. But the Irish woman simply didn't have anything. Also, Jaeger coming up for third, and like a Claver running down the line. Surprisingly, she's made several major finals, including at the World Championships last year, with second indoors this season at the 400 meters.
Automatic qualifiers. Nasser 49.08, Adeleke 49.95. Norway's Jaeger